JP Morosi, the Mets are hot. They've won 10 of 12. The Yankees showed a little bit of fight last night, and it is the site of our showcase game, game 2 of that series. Good morning to you. Goodness is Aaron Judge special. When Carlos Mendoza went to make that pitching change in the 8th, I think all of us knew he was going to go to the bullpen. Aaron Judge said, I don't care who you're throwing. What stands out most? What impresses you most when you watch him?
Lauren, good morning. Aaron Judge, a grand slam last night in the Subway Series. He is just doing it every single day. You look back from the later part of April to now, Lauren, we could call this the best sustained hitting stretch in Aaron Judge's career, and that is high praise. The superlatives jump off the page, Lauren. In his last 52 games, he has hit 25 home runs. I'll repeat that, 25 home runs in 52 games. His OPS over that time is in excess of 1,300. He's slugging .890. These numbers, Lauren, are simply astronomical. And when you go back and you start tracking game by game, it's at a very similar pace to what he was a couple years ago when he hit 62. It is just extraordinary. And I feel as though we should not lose sight of this and just remember how great Aaron Judge has been in a year where in April, candidly, it was a little bit of a slow start. Well, he has more than made up for that with what he has done since the later part of April, Lauren, where he is on another historic pace and simply swinging the bat better than he has at any point in a 2-month stretch of his already extraordinary career.
Yankee fans hoping it continues. Before he hit that, JP, it was the Mark Vientos show, and he told us when we interviewed him a couple weeks ago, he said, they're empowering me, and because of it, I'm getting confidence. He's going opposite field off Cy Young winners. Did you know he was going to be this?
Well, Lauren, I don't know that anybody knew he was going to be quite this great, and certainly the Mets at the end of spring training sent him to the minor leagues. They didn't have a roster spot for him. Well, he is earning his roster spot now. And Lauren, again, to pull back the focus on this, you love that swing to right field. He homers twice off Garrett Cole, one to left, one to right center. And the storytelling on him is even more profound than this. His father, Charles, born in the Dominican Republic, grew up in Washington Heights here in New York City as a Mets fan. Mark Vientos moves from Connecticut to South Florida at the age of 7. He's playing travel ball in South Florida wearing number 5 because of David Wright, his favorite player.
Man.
So now he's playing third base in the Subway Series for his dad's favorite team, homering twice against Garrett Cole. This is legendary stuff, Lauren, that he had
goosebumps
last night at Citi Field, and certainly even more material for our showcase game tonight. Bob Costas, Tom Verducci on the call. I'll be on the field. It's going to be a special night here in Cleveland.
Wow, he is living out his dream. Thanks for sharing that. So cool. The Mets took game 1 of the Subway Series. I think we saw places, and Dero was talking about this earlier, in the Yankees lineup where they think they could improve. Vlad Jr. was asked by a reporter, what would happen if you got traded to the Yankees? Give me the context of this conversation and what he said.
Yes, Lauren, so this goes back a couple of years. Vlad Jr. was quoted as saying that he would never play for the Yankees ever because of something that went on between his dad and the Yankees years ago during his dad's playing career. That was what Vlad went on the record and said. This was going back multiple years now. Now, yesterday in Boston, Omar Guzman, who's a noted reporter there in Boston, was doing a Spanish language interview with Vlad and basically said, is that still the case? Would you still refuse to ever play for the New York Yankees? And to paraphrase here, Vlad basically said, no, that's no longer the case, where I would categorically rule it out, where I would never play for the New York Yankees ever. So that's really the news here, is that Vlad said to Omar Guzman that he no longer has this prohibition against playing for the Yankees in his own mind. Now, to go from that to him actually getting traded within the division to the New York Yankees is obviously a massive leap that I think I'm not quite ready to walk down that path yet and say that it's a credible possibility. In fact, I would still say that him signing long-term with Toronto, according to a number of people in the industry, is actually what his first preference is. But we look at the Blue Jays. They are not in a good spot right now with respect to the wild card race. Bo Bichette could potentially be a trade candidate as well if things go really, really sideways for them in the coming weeks. Again, I don't think that they're actively negotiating with the Yankees on a trade for Vlad or Bo or really anybody else at this moment in time. But when you lose 7 straight, plans start to change from where they were a month ago. And I think this is more of a larger topic that Vlad Jr. could theoretically be somebody that we're talking about at the trade deadline a month from now. And I think that the Yankees are certainly one of the teams with Stanton on the IL that you start to think about. But I'm in no longer saying I'm in no way, Lauren, saying
You're clear.
there's anything active
I
happening.
got it. It's
Jays
just
and
fun
Yankees.
for
I want
us.
to make that very clear here on a Wednesday morning.